And we're back. Although no time has passed for you because that's how videos work, so you don't care. We are opening Mirror Mirror. This is a Star Trek card game that ended in 2007. There's no real videos of the opening these on YouTube, and I had a nostalgia kick the other day, which is what got me to buy this. And there were no videos on YouTube. And had there been videos on YouTube, maybe I wouldn't have had to buy stuff. So maybe I'll save someone. Well, they wouldn't be saving. This is good stuff. It's real cheap. This box, $8 for this box. Most of these are $8. Anyways, Dorza, Belloc. The nostalgia is good because if you love Star Trek, you've seen every series, and I think they captured the cards pretty well. What is this, a baby? I don't actually remember this. But then again, don't crucify me here, but the original series is my least favorite. I think I'm too old for it. I'm 31, so I think it started. I was too young for it. Or sorry, not too old. I was too young for it. I started with The Next Generation. I grew up with The Next Generation. Agonizer. Bajoran Warship. That's a rare. So this icon right here means alternate universe, and you need special event cards or seed cards, which you start with, doorway cards, to play them. Although a lot of people homebrews, people still play Star Trek, and some people just ignore that. So right here is the three main stats of a ship: range, weapons, shields. Combat in Star Trek was relatively stupid, to be honest. It's overly simple. It's much better in the second edition. You would just declare a battle with all your ships and target one ship, and you would calculate all your weapons versus their shields. So you the person that initiated battles, I feel like, always won. You would shuffle up personnel as well. I can't remember how. No, I think that was for just away teams. You would beam your personnel down to a planet, and if your opponent did the same, that's where you would have an away team battle. Space battles were, I feel like, more simple. I thought I had a mission in here. Guess it's somewhere else I can't locate right now. Range was what, well, it's like it sounds, what allow you to move from system to system. There's numbers on each of the systems, which are called missions, but I'm probably going to call them systems most of the time, because I feel like missions is confusing. It's a system. It's a planet. That seems like it could be good. Oh, yeah. I feel like it's almost a crime not to smell every single pack of cards that you open. It always felt weird to me on YouTube when people would open packs and not smell them, but now I see why, because it's really difficult to do while you're opening. Tamar Byrne. DS9 was by far my favorite series. Disrupt Alliance. Here's a system. That's the number right there, 4. So you would add this number plus another system's number, and if you had range greater than those two numbers, you could move from one to the other. I might be getting that wrong because I've been learning the rules of 2nd edition recently, so it's a bit different. Someone's probably getting really angry. I know I get frustrated when I watch videos of a card game that I know very well and someone messes up the rules, like when people do it with Star Wars. So, my bad if I'm getting anything wrong. I only played for a couple months. ISS Constitution. Hostage trade. Lieutenant Moru? Ooh! Mr. Cisco. So, again, this is the set with all the alternate universe stuff. There's multiple alternate universe sets, as you can see. This one was the, I guess, more all-encompassing. Originally, they only had the license for the next generation, so that set is just the next generation. Cool. I don't know if I'm going to name off every card, because I want to enjoy opening these as well, and I feel like I'm not paying attention as much when I name them all off. So you can read. Unless you can't read, and then you're fucked. This video is going to get 10 million views, and then I'm not going to make any money because I just said fucked. No. I'm just doing this because I really wanted to have a nostalgia kick, like I said, and there was nothing on YouTube with this stuff. And it's cheap. It's fun to open. People still play. Mine Dilithium, Aramax. I never learned how tractor beams worked. Now, I think if you defeated, so if you had a space battle and you defeated someone else and they lost all their personnel on board, you could sort of commandeer the ship, but you needed to tractor beam it back all the way to your outpost first. In most instances, I think. Again, don't crucify me if I'm wrong. I mean, you can, but nice. See, that's just so much nostalgia for me right there. I never even opened this card because this set came out after I played, and yet it's just, I think the cards were really well designed. They're framed really well. They just look really nice. This is one of the few, well, no, this is a station actually. I don't know how stations work. Outposts are different from stations. They might work the same though. But outposts don't have weapons, so that's kind of cool because your opponent can attack your outpost. So presumably this can defend itself. Sorry about the focus. Again, I don't know how to do this. But I think I'd find this better than nothing if I was having a serious nostalgia, what would you call it, a crack out? Like, it honestly feels like when you have one of those nostalgia attacks, like a past addiction or something, and you just have to, I don't know. What is that? Does anyone else get that? You suddenly think about something and you have to experience it again. So you go on YouTube, or in this case, spend a bunch of money. Although still very cheap. Again, most of these sets are $8 to $10. Some of them had low print ones, so they're more. I didn't get any sets that were more than 40. Well, I guess Reflections is 60, but the Borg is like 30. Voyager is like 35. The rest are $8. The Dominion is expensive, but not as expensive as many. Some of them are like $500 for a box. I won't be getting those. Mr. Andrews, Vulcan Death Grip, Loreva, Marlena Moreau. Again, I don't know the original series that well. Am I wrong, or do you have to pretend that you really like the original series with track fins? Not pretend that you like it. I do like it, but you have to pretend that it's your favorite. DS9 is the best for me, but that's because the lonely, desolate feel of it. Same reason I like Stargate Universe when people don't like Stargate Universe. So he's got very mediocre stats. Good stats are like 8, 8, 8. Cisco has 8, 8, 8. But you can't always have that. In the second edition, cards have cost. So Cisco would cost like 5, and you have 7 points per turn. So it's more balanced in that way. You don't just play all the mains. It's Dominion, of course. Flute player. Denovan Neural Parasites. Attacks half of away team. Random selection. Round up. You may protect one selected personnel for each phaser, disruptor, or unselected Borg present. Others are killed. Okay, that's really good. There is an ultra rare in this set, and it's worth like 8 or 9 times what a box costs. It's Spock, and he's really good. There's rares and rare pluses as well. But the rare pluses, it says on the sheet that they're 30%, 33% more rare than regular rare, so they're not too crazy. We've already opened one. Ezri is a rare plus. Korvek, Terran Outpost. I feel like I either loved or hated the Terran episodes of DS9. Like the Tarek Noor Kira is either really fun or super, super annoying. Wyatt Earp. Nice. I don't remember that either. I need to go back and watch the original series. I'm rewatching TNG right now. I just rewatched DS9. It's been a while since I've rewatched TNG, so it's been good. And they remastered it the last time. And I think it's actually a pretty good remaster. Has anyone seen the remaster? I think it's good. I think they did just the right amount. Here's something I always liked to do back in the day is when you get to your rare slot, you go real slow like this. You get all excited, so you'd be like, if this was your rare slot, you'd be like, is that Odo? No, it's not, and then you'd be disappointed and you'd cry. But I used to do it with Star Wars a lot, and I've been doing it when I've been opening these. It's pretty fun. I don't know where the rare slot is, though. I think it's right here. Nope. Okay, so you have a personnel. This is the rare slot. So then you get excited. You allow yourself to get a little excited, because obviously characters and ships are always the most fun. Then what you would do, at least what I would do with Star Wars, is you go down here and see what their stats were. 574. So that's a disappointing one. It was like 888. You get excited. It'd probably be Wayun or one of the leading founders. Now, as you can see, the stats are integrity, cunning, and strength. Now, I feel like the reason why the stats are like this, so originally, they only had the license for the next generation, and the only factions that existed then were Federation, Romulan, Klingon. You notice how the colors match as well? Blue Federation, green Romulan, red strength. So I feel like they wanted every faction to have something they were strong in. So Federation had lots of integrity, Romulans had lots of cunning, and Klingons had lots of strength. Once they got the licenses for other stuff and they could do more factions, it was too late. They were trapped with those stats. I always thought it should be abilities or competence. Competence, ability, strength, something like that. Because, I mean, you have female personnel that aren't Klingon or aren't Dominion that have ridiculous strength. Like Tasha Yar has like 8, and I just feel like it would make more sense if that was battle competence. I mean, she obviously can't physically overpowered Worf. So that always bugged me, but they kind of got trapped with that. Oh, yeah. It smells like crack. It really is an addiction. I had a fix, or I had a craving. Somehow thought of Star Trek, needed a fix, went and spent a bunch of money. Now I'm smelling it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Alright, I'm sorry. So then you'd be disappointed because this is a rare slot and it's not a personnel or ship. Still be good though, but... Horda. Place on planet, now and every player's turn, kills one of that player's personnel present, random selection. Cure with 2 leadership, 2 mind meld, and 2 exobiology. See now, they're using the planet word interchangeably with mission here, but... maybe planet... There are 2 different types of mission. One are you complete in your ship. Those are like asteroid belts, nebulas. The others you have to beam your away team down. So maybe system refers to, or maybe planet refers to the type where you send your away team down. But I just never liked the word mission. Vartok, Thrax, he's got pretty good stats. Ensign Davis, Gaunt. Oh, so you get excited. 767. Oh, that's an uncommon. Whoops. Try again. Oh, still excited. 8-10-9. That's an Enterprise. No, it's Defiant. The stats are really bloated in the first edition, and in the second edition, well, Defiant is a warship. I mean, let's compare. I mean, obviously the Defiant should have more. This is older generation, 23rd century, versus, what, late 24th? So, but still, this is a battle cruiser. It's not even close. These are the doorway cards. You start with these. They allow you to do different things. There's a whole set based around it called the Q Continuum that allows you to do lots of Q shenanigans. But that's one of the problems of the first edition, is they just kept introducing stuff. It just got too bloated and too complicated. Emergency conversion, search for rebels, self-healing stem bolts, Klingon Empire outpost. Alright, let's count to figure out where the rare slot is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's the 6th. Here we go, we can get excited again. So we have rare, Federation personnel, or ship. Let's look at the stats. Who is that? Who has 3 integrity, is Federation, has pretty high strength, reasonable cunning. Alright, who has security, biology, computer skill, navigation, treachery, type 2 phaser? I have no idea. Is that like I can't think of any Federation that has higher... it's gonna be obvious when we look at it. Sulu. Alright, because it's a mirror universe Sulu, that makes more sense. Of course. So yeah, you can have low integrity. Duh. The mirror universe equivalent of Lieutenant Sulu is Chief of Security and second officer aboard Enterprise. Desires command of both the ship and Uhura. So yeah, it's hard to guess the stats because the mirror universe. We'll keep trying though. Not guess the stats, guess who it is. I'm gonna get Jadzia. We have Ezri. I'm sure Jadzia's in a set. She's on the pack. Delano. Emperor's New Cloak. See, that's just too many words on a card. Star Wars has longer, but it makes it hard to get into the game when you have to learn so much. If you're already into the game, you enjoy the complexity. But alright, here's a rare slot. We have a Ferengi. That's Ferengi right there. Deep Space Nine. Do we have a Quark? Those are pretty good stats. Would Quark have 6 strength though? Let's see what abilities. Science. Okay, that's not Quark. Quark doesn't have 2 navigation. Physics, geology. When he leaves play, you may download Mr. Nog. Really? Is that, ROM? Really? It is. I feel like I could watch an entire show just of Quark's Bar DS9. So good. It's fun to guess, isn't it? I should have started that right away. That's a lot of cunning. I'm trying to figure out how to angle this for focus. I'm sorry if it's annoying. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. Those are some nice beefy stats. Especially at uncommon. Alright, we have Cardassian. Cardassian rare. 3 integrity, 7 cunning, 8 strength. I feel like Garrick deserves more than 3 integrity. And more than 7 cunning. But, let's see. Computer skill, security, biology, 2 treachery, any Cardassian equipment. I feel like it is going to be Garrick. Yep. I don't know, I always felt like Garrick had integrity. He was always statted with low integrity in the game. I never liked that because he has his own code. Cool. This was really well focused. I don't know what's happened. See what we have so far. Just such a nostalgia hit. Look at these last 4 packs. Defiant, Zulu, Rom, and Garrick. And this is $8? I'll take it. Hopefully, anyone watching this is enjoying it as well. Despite me being an absolute noob. Cisco. Ezri. Oh, yeah. Alright, we have a Bajoran. Bajoran Rare. Guess with me. 6 Integrity. 7 Cunning. 5 Strength. It's not Odo. Odo would have more Strength. Leadership, Diplomacy, Youth, Mission Debriefing. Who is a young Bajoran? Oh my god, I have no idea. A youth Bajoran with leadership? I never thought of Lita as youth. Really? Alright. That's something I never... Most packs of cards, you can't get 2 of the same card, but you can in Star Trek. Although, ironically, you need 2 of these to play them, so... That's not why there's 2 in the pack, though. You can get 2 of something you can't have 2 of at the same time. It's just... happens sometimes with Star Trek. I think their randomization was maybe truly random, because lots of people would complain about either really good boxes or really bad boxes, which you get with true randomization, so maybe that's why that happens. Maybe the common sheets. Yeah, I don't know enough about how it works with common sheets. There goes all my Dominion packs. Thought that might happen. I get why there's a Federation Dominion treaty now. It's the Mirror Universe set. Duh. Federation and Dominion forces led by Benjamin Sisko and Wayun worked together in 2372 to attack Renegade Jemadar on Vandros 4 and destroy their Iconian gateway. Well, that happened in the regular universe. I forgot about that. That was really good. A couple episodes. I feel like it was a couple, right? Anytime the Dominion were two-dimensional and complex was a good episode. Alright, we have a Federation Rare. Really good stats. Engineer, Navigation, Archaeology, Geology, Leadership, and Evasive Maneuvers. That's going to probably be a pilot. God, I just don't know enough about the original series. No, it's DS9. So we have a rare Federation with these stats from DS9. Is it a Cisco? Dax, sweet. I should have guessed Dax. It's hard with everything being Mirror Universe. That is a really good picture. Let's have a look on this real quick. While I puff my e-cig. Alright. Sorry about the wobbly. The fan is on because these lights are hot. Alright. Where is Dax? Is she a Rare Plus? She is a Rare Plus. I'd like to get Bashir. Well, I'd really like to get Spock, but it's probably not going to happen. Alright, I'm going to start a new video, but it won't make a difference to you because I'm going to stitch it together.